to study about the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is present on the, you can say, superior of a kidney. Like you have the two kidneys like this. This is the calyx, so just consider this part. So at the superior of your kidney, this one is adrenal gland. So there is one pair of adrenal gland in a person. It is divided into the cortex part and medullary part. Cortex and medulla. In the cortex, it is further divided into zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. So it is responsible for mineralocorticoid, that is aldosterone. This is for glucocorticoid, and this is for sex hormone, that is androgen. I will make you learn about all the hormones. Please do watch the whole video, don't leave it in between. So it won't be helping you if you leave the video in between. So till end, just read all the things which I am making you understand. And same with the medulla, it secretes dopamine, epinephrine. This is also known as the previous time, that is adrenaline, and norepinephrine, that is known adrenaline. So these are catecholine amines, like catecholine amine derivatives. These are very small questions, like these will help you for solving the questions of part B, because last year also the question was like, what are the cholesterol derivatives? So just remember this, these all hormones are cholesterol derivatives, like cholesterol 2, proglanon, and then progesterone, which will produce all the hormones, like these all three, which are progesterone, which will produce corticosterone, that is cortisol, aldosterone, and androgen. These all are cholesterol derivatives. And very special thing about cholesterol derivative is like their receptor will not be present on the surface, but it would be a intracellular receptor. Okay, so first is aldosterone. I will not write all the things on this paper, just make the notes what I am making you understand. So aldosterone is a hormone which is produced in the stress condition, like there is excess loss of water in your body. So at that time you have to secrete, like you can't secrete any hormone, your body will secrete the hormone. So hormone will be secreted by your body. So it will, at the time of stress, you have met some accident, you have enormous workout, intense workout you have gone through. So it will stimulate the hypothalamus of your body, which will induce signals to the pituitary and to the cortex, which will produce aldosterone. Like how it is produced? We have juxtaglomerular cells in our body which will produce signals to the renin, and renin is present in the body like renin is present in the now this signal will go through the liver, and renin will break down angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1, and in the lungs we have angiotensin convertase enzyme which will break into angiotensinogen 2. This is a vasoconstrictor, that is, it will constrict. Now you have met the body is releasing excess of fluids outside the body, but you want to absorb the fluids, you don't want to release the fluids. So it is vasoconstrictor, it will absorb the fluids in the body. It will also enhance the secretion of progesteron so that more and more aldosterone can be formed. It also plays a major important role in the sympathetic nervous system, and if increased in high concentration, so will have a negative, like it will go and here and will like just okay, I don't want to secrete more aldosterone now, so it will give a negative feedback to the renin so that it won't be produced more. And it is an antidiuretic hormone because it will absorb water, or basically you can say it will absorb, like just as the previous videos, consider this as an enterocyte cell, that is intestinal lumen, and this is your body cells. So the excess of your salts are going out of the body, but soon as possible aldosterone is absorbed, as I told you about, it would be an intracellular receptor. So now sodium will be intake or uptake by the body, and potassium will be released by the body. So in this condition we have high amount of potassium going through the urination in the body. And now what is going to occur is like more and more sodium will be absorbed and more potassium will be released out of the body, so that potassium concentration is increased in urine and sodium concentration is increased in blood. So this is done by this. What is glucocorticoid? Like what I told you about is glucocorticoid, that is cortisol. Cortisol is anti-inflammatory, anti-stress and immunosuppressive hormone. Like what it will be doing is like it will break down more and more glucose molecules, so will provide high amount of energy at a particular time. But it is anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory means dendritic cells, all cytokines of our body will not be like so much effective, they will not able to find to the main antigen. And it will also, it anti-stress because it releases the stress and relieves us from the stress. And it also, because it is anti-inflammatory, that's why it's immunosuppressive hormone. It promotes glucogenesis, like it will break down glycogenesis, that is it will break down glycogen, that is sorry, it's so confusing, but don't confuse yourself, I will make you clear. Gluconeogenesis, it will form more and more glucose and will break glycogenolysis, that is more and more glycogen will be breaking down of. It is like two diseases are there, which is Addison disease and another one is Cushing disease. In Addison disease, there is positive feedback, remember like this, and it has negative feedback. Like in Addison disease, hypothalamus will induce signal to the pituitary, and then from the pituitary to the adrenal gland to the cortex, and the cortex cells are working but is an autoimmune response. These will be less in number when the concentration is less, so it will provide signals ki just please bring more concentration of glucose, I need more amount. So this will give the positive signal to the hypothalamus ki release more amount. I am deficient of it. And in the case of Cushing disease, this pituitary lobe is like having a tumor inside itself, in which case, in this case, you have like, this will say I have excess of concentration. Either you don't, in the main aspect, you don't have so much of concentration of cortisol, but then due to the tumor in the pituitary lobe, it work like no, I have enough amount. So that way it will give the negative feedback to the hypothalamus. Now adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla, I told you about like this. So dopamine, epinephrine and norepinephrine, these are tyrosine derivatives or catecholamine derivatives. Dopamine is mood enhancer, is a vasodilator. It will dilate your vessels so that you are free. Your blood pressure will also decrease in the case of dopamine. And it don't want insulin, that is, it decreases the insulin secretion. And these both, epinephrine and norepinephrine, these also known as flight and fight hormone, F3 hormones you have listened about. So epinephrine is F3 hormone, that is in the emergency situation when you need the excess amount of energy to combat that situation, you need epinephrine. So this is a vasoconstrictor, and vasoconstrictor always increases your heart rate. Heart rate will increase, like heart rate will increase. It's a vasoconstrictor. It also increases the alertness, and it is hypoglycemic because it it's when it is secreted when the glucose concentration is less, so it will break down more and more glucose molecules. And it also work in stress. I told you about, like when you are fighting with someone, you are frightened with someone, and you are in a happy mood or cherishing mood. So in that condition, this epinephrine and norepinephrine both plays a you can say a same role all. So these are being produced by this. Among humans, epinephrine is more than norepinephrine, and norepinephrine predominates during stress conditions with expected result, like epinephrine is in other unexpected situations. When the situation you are considering is normal, like you were going somewhere, you know about it, you have to be happy or cherish the movement. So it is known condition if you are considering. So in the known condition there will be norepinephrine, but in unknown condition, sudden accident, sudden movement, suddenly a thief come near you or forward you, just take your bag and just run away. So it would be an unexpected condition. So it will be a epinephrine. So it will provide more energy so that you can combat the situation. So this was all about the adrenal gland. Hope so you have liked the video. Do comment, share, subscribe and follow for more such videos. Thank you.